Today, we are going to talk about academic writing, or to put more emphasis on academic writing, especially for your assignments. Like after you do your assignment, you really need to reflect on these things. But let's begin with academic writing in general by saying it's a concise, focused, and well-structured writing, and it should define intellectual boundaries in your discipline at the university. So the evidence should be in form of references which support what is written to propose different theories and different ideas. And in academic writing, we use third person rather than the first person perspective. It's like you are writing to report on a research that has been conducted. So it has clear focus on the research problem under the investigation or on the topic that you are kind of writing on. So the first step to academic or to writing academically is to clearly define the purpose of the writing and the audience. So the thesis of the writing is very important. So this is a mistake that you students do. Okay, you do not arrange your points in logical order. So you need to have a clear idea of what you want to say. Create a list of your main point. You can do it by drawing a mind map. Okay, think about what the readers need to know. Your audience is very important. Once you have that clear idea and you know who you are writing to, then you can start planning on what to write and also getting evidence of what you are writing. So find information from reliable reviews, published journals, books, conference proceedings, etc. And you should avoid publication from predatory publishers. So you need to write structured paragraphs. You do not write in notes when it comes to academic writing. So each point of the theme should form a different paragraph. You don't even need to write subtitles to that paragraph, because the paragraph itself has contained the theme. From the first, second sentence, make your points very clear so that there's a line of reasoning, there's that flow. And the rest of the paragraph should explain the point of the theme in details, provide the relevant evidence. And evidence can be in form of data, in fact, quotations, arguments, statistics, research, or theories. And most importantly, you should use formal language, not colloquial language. So you are expected to use formal language. Do not confront, do not use dismissive language, even if you are building an argument. So you need to show your progression of writing by writing kind of short sentences, and also clear vocabulary which is not so complicated. So do not use colloquialism, you do not use slang words or even dialects that you are used to in your region, because you are writing for a wider audience. So the language should be also written in full, in short sentences. Do not use shortening words like maybe can't or don't, but you can use cannot, do not, is not, so. And also avoid using personal nouns. You wouldn't want to be a kind of a subjective, like as if you are talking about that person and this person, so you may lead that you wouldn't want to do that. So you should write in a reported kind of language, where you use the reporter or something like that. Okay, then you need to be concise. Only include one main idea per sentence or per paragraph. Keep your sentences short or at a reasonable length, and express precisely what you mean. Long sentences can be difficult to follow, and this may form distractions. Avoid repetition, avoid redundant words, and you need to summarize work for others, so you need you need to make sure that you identify the relevant points, and depending on your purpose, and also write in your own words to show that you understand what you are writing. And you can also include in-text citations and the references of the original author of the ideas that you have used, so you also need, most of you do not proofread your work, and I did a video on revising and editing of your work. It's very important that you revise and you edit and you proofread your essays or your academic writing to improve clarity and quality. And also the conclusion is very important, so because it has to bring the main points together, highlight the key results, outputs, messages from the project or from the project for the reader, or from the essay what you are writing. Identify the gaps, the weaknesses, new ideas, present in your study. Make a recommendation for future research, for future investigation when it's appropriate, and also use the present tense for conclusion. But most importantly, you should cite your work, and you should use the citation which is very appropriate and also very consistent. If you are using APA, it should be APA. If it's MLA, it should just be MLA. So the takeaway points from this presentation is that your voice is very important, because it is you are talking to your audience. Who are your audience? Is the voice appropriate for them, and for the purpose that you are writing? Is the tone too formal or informal? Are there no slangs? Okay, cohesion. Do ideas of each sentence flow together? Is there a logical flow from the idea from one sentence to another? Is there a transition between paragraphs? Have you signposted to the reader to show where the kind of essay is going next, or what will follow next? References. Have you introduced your references or your paragraph or quotation and cite them? Have you tried to paraphrase rather than quote, word for word? Is it clear what information, ideas, words you are focusing on? Do in-text citation and bibliography or reference list follow a specified format? And criticality. Have you critiqued the source that you have referred to, or give reason, or you just wrote for just the sake of writing? Because you need to critique what you are writing and make sure that it is relevant. Okay.